Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's kind of awkward coming off the last episode. But, yeah, stream health. Yes, green. I like seeing that. Oh, there's already people in the chat. Hoping they don't fall asleep. Yeah. Please don't fall asleep. So
this is not PM D&D ASMR, so don't fall asleep.
Yeah. So recap.
Recap.
On our last episode, the Dark Heroes didn't really go anywhere. They stayed on the ship. Well, they didn't go anywhere. Is it literally or figuratively? I don't know.
I'd say figuratively.
Because it kind of was literal, but anyway, they went to sleep and they had very odd dreams. Very odd dreams. Lucius had a dream where he was going to Ironforge all spruced up carrying a box with where he met an evil version of Henry who summoned shadow beasts and claimed he disintegrated the whole town, and the snow coming down wasn't actually snow, it was people. In Raffa's dream, she possessed Rain, who was literally escaping at the moment, and shared a body with them for the majority of the night, where they found out there is another group among the plethora of groups they are currently opposing right now, who are called Abolition, who seem to be on a culling of humans turned Pokemon, and maybe just humans. And knowing this information, knowing too much, should I say, Rain was pretty much taken to the back and put against the wall with their old friend Mewtwo. And that's when Raffa woke up. Am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I think I got everything.
No. Lucius had his weird dream and Raffa controlled. Yeah, no, that's everything.
Yeah, well, I guess they had. Well, yeah, they had a little discussion with Audric. And he kind of told you the history of Audric, of the king Audric.
From his good friend.
From his friend. Quote unquote. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Henry, in this whole time, was dreaming about how he was going to get murdered.
Actually, it's pretty close, because I'm about to tell you your dream in a minute. So Raffa, you wake up in a cold sweat just about the same time as you, Raffa, and just about the same time as you, Henry. And you had a dream, Henry. You had a dream.
Raffa woke up from a cold sweat twice.
Raffa, Henry, and Lucius, you pretty much woke up around the same time.
No, you said Raffa, you woke up in a cold sweat around the same time as you, Raffa, you woke up at
a... Henry, yeah, mixing up names. Whatever, you know what I mean. Okay, Henry, you had a dream you were in this kind of like nether void where you're just on this like giant circular platform with just like stars and the night off, and it looks like you're in space pretty much. But what's also special about this pillar is there seems to be like thousands of other versions of you, and they move just as you move and talk just as you talk. So if you just said hi, you'd hear this kind of deafening hi across this void. But eventually, this platform rises up from the center of this platform, and you see upon it that Meowstick. And you probably wonder what she's doing there. And she just holds out her hand and starts blasting the Henrys, and they just blow up into messy gore. Just like a grape. And she's doing this like systematically, one by one. And like you're trying to avoid it, but you don't know which Henry you actually are. So you're actually like experiencing getting blasted in the face, but you're not at the same time.
No, not the me with the top hat and the cape and the little Arsene Lupin monocle.
So yeah, so you're just like experiencing
Anything but Lupin Henry. I don't want to be the one who is Lupin Henry.
Lupin the Third. You get blown up
Sherlock Henry, no.
hundreds, thousands of times until there is just one left, and you're running away, avoiding these blasts. But then, like in front of you, rises that Charmeleon Audric who is traveling with you. And you're running away from him, but the Meowstic's shooting at you. And then they both kind of like shoot a fireball and shoot a psychic beam at you and just sandwich you in between them, and then you wake up.
You got ashed.
You gotta stop this! Yeah, okay. So yeah, you're all awake. All
God damn it.
Gonna repeat it last time. Rain!
Hank Sawyer.
Lucius is sort of clutching his head, but
I'm sorry.
Lucius is sort of clutching his head, but he's not really saying anything, just sort of clutching his head in horror.
Looking at the orb, and she starts to cry.
Hey, what's wrong down there, mates? I heard you screaming.
It's nothing.
Oh, because I had
I saw a vision of me, except I am literally every well-known literary character. and then I get killed one by one.
Oh, I had a strange dream too. You see, I was at this dark fortress. Just me and my trusty boomerang. There I was. Then all of a sudden from the shadows, the evil sorcerer Maldoon confronted me. I drew my boomerang, and I threw it, and I missed. But then he said to me, Alistair, I am your... And then I just woke up! What was he gonna say?
Probably father.
No, that would be stupid.
Wow.
Maldoon doesn't even look like me. He's an ice type.
Anyway, should I leave you to get back to bed?
Yeah.
Just nightmares, mate. You don't have to worry about them. Have them all the time.
All right.
Nightmare.
Night. Yeah, it's just a nightmare. Just a nightmare. Just a nightmare.
He's gone, Lucius.
Gone? What do you mean?
Mewtwo killed him.
What? What happened?
Rain escaped from the Chaos Guild just to be killed by another group called Abolition. It's led by Mewtwo. They're going after Sora next.
Wait, what? You could tell Sora was pretending to be asleep. Who's going after me?
Well, the guy that we met an iron forge.
Oh, right, I wasn't there. What, is he coming after me? Literally me? You're...
Thanks to the Chaos Guild, yes. The Chaos Guild told him exactly where to find us.
You could hear his, like, heart beating really fast.
Okay, Raffa, what in the world did you see? Say it to us in full.
Alright, and then last session comes out of
Yeah.
the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It fades to black and fades back in. That's what happens. Really?
Or it's the part where the character makes the walking animation and it says, "You told them everything you know."
Yeah.
Apparently, Fire Alley's pretty quiet.
Oh, really? I'll turn up a little bit. There we go. Okay, I turned you up a bit.
Alright, well...
So Alistair comes in and says, Raffa tells the party everything she knows.
Oh,
What are you doing? Oh, sorry. Hey, good night, Mike. Good night.
What?
Oh my gosh. Okay, trying to be serious.
Yeah.
So, Lucius isn't really saying anything, but he's just standing there, mouth open, just nothing he really can say. It's just, yeah, he's just standing there, mouth open, just
Kind of slack-jawed.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just a dream, right? I mean, that
I
didn't
would have
happen.
thought that if the orb hadn't changed allegiance.
How do you know that?
These things have a mind of their own. You can kind of tell where they want to go and who they want to be with. This entire time, it always wanted to be with Rain until last night, or this night.
Okay. Calm down for a second. Calm down. Focus on this, Lucius. Focus on this. Okay. Mewtwo killed a human in our presence already. So on the off chance that he does come after us, we can just say that he already killed Alan and that was it.
He's going after Sora.
He doesn't know for sure he's going after Sora. Your Discord didn't say what the human was pretending to be.
Yeah, but if you want, keep in mind, Discord and Mewtwo can both tell humans at a glance. Even
No,
in
he couldn't.
the human body.
He had to get me to say who Alan was. He asked us who was the human, and it was only when I told them it was Alan that he did his thing.
But if he comes up and he knows that one of us is human...
He knows that we were traveling with a human. He doesn't know who that human is, and we can try and convince him that the human they're talking about was the Pikachu he killed.
Except Discord said we were all currently traveling with them.
It's the best thing I could think of right now. It'll be what we have to fall back on, because if we do end up in that situation.
Well, aren't we going to somewhere really remote right now? There's no way you can get over here then, right?
There's that too. We're heading to the Tree of Life. Xerneas wouldn't let something like this happen on his turf.
I don't think so. I don't completely think so. After all, we have Claire tracking us down, the meow stick that's going after Henry. I call her Claire for clairvoyance, since she always knows where we're going.
I mean, really, the good old Gizarenius has a lot more things to worry about.
And
You see Sora kind of, he looks like he's in thought about something.
Do you have any better ideas, Raffa?
we could actually go and seek out our allies. We could actually go to the water continent.
And do what there?
Look for the Expedition Society. Botan said we had to look for Jirachi to find a way to the moon anyway. We can't be trying to fight 3 evil groups of Pokemon all at the same time with 3 people.
You're not wrong, but how do you propose we get there? How do you propose we get in with the Expedition Society? Don't forget, we're not exactly in a position where we can just go up and ask them if they're so busy, and we don't really have an inn because the Chaos Guild took the only inn I could potentially have.
Well, isn't that part of why we would need to go there? Is to let them know what happened to Nocturne? And I am an archaeologist. It's not like my merit won't get me anywhere. I have been with Mawile in the past as a student, but nonetheless.
I'm sorry, I can see it working, especially with the state of the world right now. I cannot, unless we had something.
I can't exactly see it working out with us trying to go to this island and fight all 3 groups at the same time.
We're not fighting.
Great plan.
We're not fighting them all at the same time if we get to that island.
Right, we'll be working for the Chaos Guild. We might as well just go through their initiation meeting right now. We have done nothing but act as their agents instead of our own agents. We haven't made any decisions for ourselves.
I haven't even gotten to open up my own dress shop.
Yes, but the problem is, how do we get in? Let's assume you're right. Let's assume that we go all the way to Lively Town. We get there, and then we get rejected. What do we do then?
If we get rejected, then we'll have to go find our own way in. Besides, last I checked, they didn't have any doors.
Sora, what do you think?
Nothing.
You're part of this team, Sora. You can go ahead and tell us. What you want to say is just as valid as anyone else here.
Well, I know it might be a bit off topic, but there's something familiar about that name you said.
Mewtwo?
No, Xerneas.
Familiar about Xerneas?
Yeah, I don't know. I just... Never mind. It's nothing.
Is that how you pronounce his name? I'm sorry, I legitimately thought his name was Gizarenius.
No, that definitely doesn't ring a bell.
No, it's Xerneas. I know. It's through Xerneas that I have a connection to Xerneas. That's where my powers come from.
It's just a weird feeling, that's all. It's nothing.
So that's why the fairies are mad at me.
Mispronouncing their names.
And also the dress shop thing. I don't like talking about.
Well, if you want my opinion, I think we should get far away from civilization, so at least this thing doesn't target me.
Can't target you when you're in a public space.
Yes, it can. Did you forget?
They fear one thing: people rallying against them. That's why they killed Rain.
Yeah,
Discord
but
knew it and pitted them against each other.
yeah, but did you
Get
forget?
people to rally against them? They won't be able to be active as broadly as they are.
Raffa, did you forget what Discord said? That Vulpix, she was killed under the cover that it was a Pokemon going berserk. They killed her covertly without any notice. And she was more than likely, at least based on what Team Charm told us, in a public space. In fact, I think Sora's right. As of right now, we should avoid public spaces, especially if we can't get an immediate in with the Expedition Society.
Actually, everyone give me a history check.
Okay.
The history.
Just the 3 players, anyway. Yeah.
No. The pre-stream roll.
These modifiers probably good because Bard.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Okay, so Lucius, when Raffa kind of tells her story to you, the name Abolition actually pops up in your memory, your bunny brain. You may have seen them like once or twice in the newspaper. Apparently, this is kind of like a philanthropist group that takes on like high-profile criminals and brings them to justice. Just, bringing them in, not killing them or anything. They do not accept rewards, and when they do, they just like donate it to less fortunate Pokemon or like hospitals and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what you know about.
Okay, and besides, our chances of going, especially if we go out there and we try and smear Abolition's name, do you know what will happen to us? Abolition are fairly well regarded in the public because they take on high profile cases for little to no money, and any money they do get, they spread. So if we go out there and we try and smear Abolition's name, not only will the public not believe us without hard proof, but word will spread that a group of Pokemon are trying to smear Abolition's name, and will paint targets on our back. As of right now, Abolition doesn't have a complete coherent idea of where we are and where we're going at the very least. So, as of right now, being under the cover of anonymity, being under the cover of not being around civilization is probably our best bet until we can find some sort of instant way into the Expedition Society and gather their protection. I'm not disagreeing with you. I do think we should go to the Expedition Society eventually. This is far beyond us, but as of right now, until we have that in with the Expedition Society, trying to just go around smearing Abolition's name will just get us all killed.
Fine, but don't expect me to be nice when the Chaos Guild finally shows up.
I don't expect you to be, I just expect you not to provoke us into a fight with them.
Sora says, if I may, the Chaos Guild seems to be the least of our problems. All they've done is kidnap one of us. The rest of these groups are killing people.
It
Well,
seems that the Chaos Guild are for some reason the most just of these crooked organizations.
Well, I'd hardly call their threats of violence just, but at the very least, despite the fact that you guys sort of shoot off your mouths around ataxia, at the very least, that does ironically mean the Chaos Guild is aware that we're making some sort of progress. They don't know our exact progress or what we're doing. So for now, we can at least use the fact that they're aware we're making progress as a way to borrow time for us to do our thing and figure out an offense against them. But definitely our main focus should be on what these stupid orbs want us to do, and then afterwards, maybe Xerneas would know of a way for us to get into the Expedition Society or something, or Xerneas would give us a way of alerting them or something. But we need that in the Expedition Society, otherwise a trip to Lively Town will just result in all of our deaths. Or if not all of us, it will result in Sora's death.
I guess we'll go visit Xerneas then.
Off to go meet the large deer man.
I'm sorry, Raffa. I know this isn't pleasant for you, but it's the only course of action that I can think that won't cause us to become public faces to be attacked.
It's not like the Chaos Guild is gonna be overjoyed that we gave it to them and just let us go. They kind of like their power over people.
Oh, I'm very much aware of that. I doubt they're twiddling their thumbs, but at the very least, they're not the most pressing threat because they're not actively gunning for us. So at the very least, they're the ones we can potentially get out of encounters with minimal casualties, whereas if Abolition shows up or if Needhog decides to do something, then that would lead to greater worries. So for now, staying away from civilization, meeting Xerneas and seeing what he says might be our best course of action.
Well, I hope we get to him before we come across the Chaos Guild, because I am not going to sit there and let them open up Niflheim and let the world fall into the Voidlands again.
I'm not interested in letting them into Niflheim either. Though I don't think it has anything to do with the Voidlands as you do. I'm not interested in having them do that either. Discord. Oh, the weak have no purpose, huh, Discord? What a stupid statement. If you ask me, the weakest Pokemon I know has the most purpose in the world.
I am weak as hell.
I'm not interested in giving the Chaos Guild what they want. But for now we need to focus on... For now, we shouldn't let them be our focus, because they're willing to let us run around so long as they think we're giving them results. So don't worry about the Chaos Guild right now. I don't intend on letting them into Naginata.
The Chaos Guild. We have to get rid of them. I need to go save my girlfriend!
Alright, so I'm going to say you all kind of, talk amongst yourselves and figure out everything, and eventually you get back to sleep. And so you are on this ship for about a week and a half. About a week and a half. Is there anything you want to maybe do in that downtime?
I don't suppose we could give.
My middle name is Jeremy.
Henry Jeremy. What's his last name?
Henry Jeremy Joseph, yes.
You just maybe lying on the bow of the boat, just looking up at the sun. Just thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, that's...
Listen, my father wanted me to be named Jeremy Joseph to further on the JJ name, but my mother said no.
She had to go with Henry.
No, I can't.
Which seems a bit weird. Seems a bit weird because her name is Henrietta.
It's like the equivalent of just the father giving him the same name, just putting Junior at the end. Mimikyu seems to be like...
Actually more like the naming of Jaden Smith.
Mimikyu, like, sees a stain, and he's, like, for the majority of this this trip, he's trying to, like, scrub off the stain, because it's, like, bugging him.
Mikio has OCD confirmed. Good to know.
Yeah. Sora seems to be, like, spending an awful lot of time in kind of the hull of the ship in, like, this room by himself. He comes out, but he's doing something in that room every now and then. I don't know if any of you would ask him or anything, but he would, if you did, he would just typically respond with nothing. And then he just kind of goes in the room and does something. Okay, and so on your trip, eventually the clouds start to gray.
Good joy.
And Alistair says, yeah, this is what happens when you go to uncharted waters. No one's been here in a long time, you know. Ever since that catastrophe happened a year or two ago, the Expedition Society going over to the Tree of Life. Why do you blokes want to go there anyway? Your friend Aldrich wasn't very open about it, and do you know?
I want to meet with Xerneas because, first off, he's legendary Pokemon my powers come from, and second, there's a couple questions I want to ask him.
And third, I need to get even with this whole fairy thing. I mean no ill will towards the fairies, but they still conspire against me.
Laser got there first.
You should ask them yes or no questions. Those are really hard-hitting questions. Most of the time it'll be yes. But anyway, sally forth. Spins his wheel, and you head towards the storm. Okay.
Right back.
Yeah. At this point, it's starting to get really effing windy. I guess I have to do it for him. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, he seems to be having like a little trouble at first steering the ship, keeping it steady, but he seems to he seems to have a good handle on it, and you're pressing forward through this storm. It was kind of odd because it was just kind of sunny, and now it's stormy, just like popped out of nowhere.
I'm calling it. Bacon Laser got here before us.
Yeah, it's gonna be like in Wind Waker when you get to that island.
You get to Windfish out. Oh, everyone's gone. Hey.
It's a bit of a rocky night. Henry probably pukes organs all night, but it's morning, and you seem to be heading towards an island. There is a lot of maybe puke by. Well, I'll give Henry a Constitution saving throw. Let's see how well he was able to keep it in.
Back.
Yeah. Okay. So you got it. Yeah, it was a callback. Yes. You kind of like hide it under a bucket, maybe, or in a bucket. Just kind of hide it under the bed or something. But you're okay. You're not. It doesn't smell of death in your sleeping area or anything. But you are heading towards an island. Alistair seemed to get you there in one piece. The only damages on the ship are the ones that you took from the Naginata fleet, just of one ship.
Yes, a very good fleet.
Yeah, it's called the SS Improvise.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you seem to be heading towards an
I thought
island.
it was the I don't trust that militia.
Yeah. You seem to be heading towards an island, but for an island where the Tree of Life is supposed to be, you do not see a colossal tree. It just kind of looks like a heavily forested island. I think this is right.
Think?
Yeah, well, it's uncharted waters, mate. I'm not too confident when navigating these, but this chart Boton gave me seems to say we're here, but I don't see a Tree of Life anywhere.
He's not going to use his divine sense, but Lucius is just going to sort of see if he can this is going to sound ridiculous, but see if he could sort of feel Xerneas' power from the island or something like that.
Okay, do a religion check.
Okay. Religion, that's one.
Pray to the Lord, Xerneas.
Can I add proficiency to this because it's my patron?
No.
Okay.
You're not too religious. Okay, well, that's good enough. You can definitely feel you feel some Xerneas mojo coming from this island.
Okay.
But you do not see a tree, which is very kind of a telling sign you're on the right place.
I feel like since I get my powers from Xerneas, I sort of feel something connected to him, but beyond that, yeah, we still don't see the tree or anything, so that's odd. But I definitely feel a connection to Xerneas with this island.
Audric seems a little weirded out too. You'd probably guess it's because he doesn't see the tree.
I assume you don't know either if we're at our destination, Audric?
Well, I know the Tree of Life is supposed to be a colossal tree, and it's not there. But the world would not be flourishing if it wasn't there.
Can I make another religious check to see if I know that Xerneas might be concealing it or something?
No.
Okay.
No.
Didn't figure, but thought I'd ask.
Yeah.
You impudent fools! Who moved the Tree of Life? Was it you?
Anyways, Lucius is going to say, well, I don't know what to say, but as I am sensing something from this island, I do think it's worth investigating. Maybe not going too far into it, but at least worth investigating for a bit.
Sora seems like really transfixed on the island too, you notice when you kind of look over to him. Like he wasn't even like listening to anything anyone was saying. He was just kind of staring at the island.
Sora,
Yeah?
is there something about this place? You seem to be caught in a state.
I don't know, it just seems a little familiar, that's all.
Familiar.
Raffa pulls out the Gracidia flower that she has.
Yeah? What about that?
Do you think you could take your sky form? If it's familiar to you, it might... I don't know.
Raffa, it's been a long time since we've been to Lucretia, but in case you've forgotten, that's not exactly a possibility.
Well,
That we know of.
I've been feeling weird lately. So maybe I can give it a try.
Well, I suppose, yeah, if you want to give it a try, you can certainly go ahead.
All right. So, Sora touches the flower, and nothing happens.
Not surprised.
No dice.
He looks up and, yeah, sun's out. It still doesn't work.
Well, it was worth a try.
Yeah. Still, Sora has some recognition of it, and I sense something from it, so I think we should at least check around the island real quick.
All right. Full speed ahead. It's still, like, kind of far off in the distance. But, you eventually pull up to, a beachfront. There's kind of, like, some rocks over to the side that, he avoids pretty easily. And, he sets the anchor down. And, well, are we gonna disembark now, mates?
I guess so, yeah.
Oh, wait! Before you leave the ship, he runs into, like, a cabin and pulls out this, like, little journal. And he puts it in front of you. Do you want to save your progress before you get off?
Sure.
So he opens his journal, and there's, like, little, like, scribbles of portraits of him and, like, times, and, like, it says, aboard the Excalibur. Aboard the Excalibur.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, here. Can go around. So, I'm guessing you all put in your, the same style as him, or do you just humor him and just do, like, a little half-ass scribble?
Well, yeah, Lucius is gonna...
Oh, Henry's gonna go full ass with this.
Okay.
Yeah, Lucius is going to do his best at a self-portrait. I haven't really had any establishment of what his writing capabilities are, but...
Raffa's not even gonna try.
But yeah, Lucius is going
Henry
to...
is a lot better in handwriting than I am.
But yeah, Lucius is going to try and do his own little self-portrait. Lucius aboard the Excalibur.
You could just see kind of Audric facepalm, and he doesn't even bother. He just gets off and goes towards the island.
You know, maybe we shouldn't have let him get off first.
Well, he's gonna regret it if he needs to come back here. Am I right?
Yeah, sure.
I thought Alistair's gonna be like, he didn't save his progress. He's gonna, if something happens, he'll end up all the way back in the grass country.
Alright, so you humor this lunatic, and he also asks, I was also meaning to ask, do you want me to accompany you, or do you want me to stay here, because you could be in trouble if I die in the middle of the island. No, you could pilot my boat. Or captain my boat.
Yeah, fair point. Do you think you'll be okay on your own in the island? Or on your own? On your own with the boat?
Well, I won't go close to the island. If I see anything, I'll use those things you showed me in the back of my ship I've never used.
Fair point. Okay, sorry. Be right back again.
Yeah. All right. So you jump into this lifeboat and you paddle to the island, and eventually you land on this beachfront. In front of you, you're kind of like on a beach, and then kind of forward is this very heavily forested area. You can't really see a way in. You'd have to maybe go around the island, or maybe climb a tree. It's all you, Raffa.
We have to climb a tree.
Or you could climb a tree just to maybe get a vantage point, but you could also go around. And you're probably the only one who could like reliably climb a tree, since Rodney isn't here anymore.
I mean, might as well try and be Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah. All right, so you're just gonna kind of walk up to the forested area and just use your claws to climb up and look over at the treetops.
Yep.
You see exactly what Bilbo Baggins saw. You just kind of see this canopy of trees trailing far as the eye can see.
But no rainbow tree.
But no rainbow tree. You find it pretty odd, like, because you come from, you're actually one of the few educated people in this group. You know the Tree of Life is supposed to be massive. And these trees are pretty big, but they're not massive.
And there isn't like one tree that's even
Yeah.
bigger than the rest.
There's no one tree to rule them all. There's no giant rainbow tree.
One tree to rule them all. 7 trees too. I can't remember the rest of the quote.
I mean, technically speaking, the 7 came well before the 1. Alright, well, I guess there's only one way to go, and that's in. Trees have yielded little information. Aside from trees exist.
Yes, they definitely exist. So, what are you doing now?
I guess we're gonna go through the forest.
Well, you can't really get through the forest reliably. It's kind of like a very thick brush.
I'm like, all right, where is the middle of the forest?
Like a pathway? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, I think thick brush.
I'm just gonna
Good
go to the
thing I
middle
can
of the
manage
forest.
my hair when I don't
fast.
have hair. I forgot.
Yeah, I think that's basically what Rafa's saying, is we're looking for a way into the forest, like a clearing or something we can head in.
Alright, so are you going around the island to look for it, or are you you're gonna go in, Rafa? Because you can go in.
As well go in. Use these cat eyeballs.
Like you're going on the treetops?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you're going in. The rest of you just gonna sit there and wait for her?
It's not like Lucius is getting up there.
Yeah, okay.
You can too. You can jump.
Yeah, but I don't feel like balancing on twigs.
You can jump onto a big tree branch.
You're gonna like Naruto through the trees where you're... yeah, you're going along these trees. Like, how deep do you want to go in?
Maybe 6 trees.
6 trees? Okay. Let me see my map here. You still see nothing. You just see, like, kind of the overhead of trees. You don't really see a clearing or anything.
It's hard to go to the center when you can't tell if there even is a center. What about the orb?
The orb?
What does the orb feel like doing?
Okay, you look in your bag at the orb, and it is... It seems to be just brightly lit. Like, you've never seen it this bright before.
The orb.
It doesn't seem to be even, like, it's not, like, leading you to anything. It's just lighting bright. This colorless orb, if that makes any sense, is just beaming with light.
The orb is just purring.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's very happy it's here. Before you ask, Henry and Lucius, both yours are doing the exact same thing.
But what is Roland's or nah?
No, it's doing it too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I can guess that all of them are doing the same thing.
Yeah. In fact, it's a little hard to even conceal when you, like, put it away. You can see, like, your bag kind of, like, has, like, this circular glow in it.
It's a festive bag for the festival. I hear there's
Well, I
one
know
of those.
how to take care of that. It's just layers and layers of bags of whole.
Man, that was one of the last rain memories. So sad. All right. Well, if all of the trees are like, you know, closer than shoulder width together, I don't think we're gonna be going anywhere.
If you're trying to tell that to us, you're still up in the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I have to come back.
All right. you go back and report that to them.
Huh. So you didn't see any potential opening for us to head in?
Oh, I mean, not unless all of these trees together are called the Tree of Life.
Orbs are lit though, so I'd imagine this is where we're supposed to go, but how do we start going in?
Well, I suppose we could go up to the top of a tree and throw down a rope to Henry, and we could just climb across the trees.
I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, I could be wrong, but how fragile did the branches look to you on your way up?
I don't know.
For you, Raffa, since you're kind of you're not that heavy, you could easily do that. But for, like, Henry and Audric, fall on their neck.
All right, well, it seems like we have no choice but to go around. Can't go over it, can't go through it, you gotta go around it.
Yeah, for now, I think we should walk around the island a bit more and see if there is some sort of access point or something to allow us to head deeper into the forest.
I don't think we could go under it either, because there's roots.
Well, we could cut it, and I don't think that it would be happy.
I know, I don't think Xerneas would appreciate us chopping down his children.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely not. We should definitely not. Like, I could try starting fires, but I don't feel like getting the Wrath of Xerneas on us.
Audric says no.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm fully aware that that's a bad idea.
All right. So, do you want to go over to the east or west?
I guess east.
All right. All right. So you're Henry's going to the west.
No.
Audric, can you drag him along with us?
Yeah. He
Why are you? No! No, I thought splitting up would be more efficient!
he got it too. So no, Henry's going to the west. Gonna evades his grab.
Okay, Lucius is gonna start dragging him.
Once again, I think splitting up would be more efficient.
You have an assassin after you. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Just leaps it.
I'm not even doing this because of my death wish. I just think
Okay, yep. We're all heading to the east.
splitting up, I think, would be much more efficient in this situation.
You have an assassin after you. We're not splitting up.
Oh, fine, I'll go east then.
Yes, it would be better if you did not split up. Okay, you're going over to the east. So you're walking for what seems like maybe 40 minutes, and you see something in the distance. There's kind of like, it looks like a structure over in the water.
The heck is that?
If you want to maybe, do you want to go towards it, or do you want to maybe try to identify it?
Try to identify it.
All right, so Lucius, make a perception check.
Yep, saw that coming. Yeah. Lucius has no freaking clue.
You might think it's the Tree of Life.
Okay, I know I got a low roll, but I don't think Lucius is that dumb.
Yeah, maybe it's just because the heat above you. Maybe you're seeing things. Maybe it's a mirage, but you think maybe that's the Tree of Life in the water. Maybe it's...
Okay, fine, we're going with this. Hey guys, I think that might be the Tree of Life in the water. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, this is maybe like you're just kind of tired walking. You're maybe hallucinating a little bit. But yeah.
Cat eyes go.
You're gonna look, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Perception.
Can't be as bad as mine is.
I'm like, let's see. That's wisdom. Yes.
Yeah, wisdom, and if you have proficiency, plus proficiency.
Alright, when you kind of squint your eyes and look at the distance, it looks like a boat.
It's a boat. It's made of wood, though. So you got that part right.
Ugh. Okay, boat. What can you... Wait, a boat? What is a boat doing all the way out here?
Someone went to the island.
Is the boat moving, or is it just staying still?
Actually, when you look closer, when you kind of like shake off whatever funk you had and realize it's not the Tree of Life, you could see it in a rocky area. The ones particularly that Alistair, there was another area that looked kind of exactly like it where Alistair kind of avoided. This one didn't seem so lucky. Or it doesn't look like they were so lucky.
I think somebody crashed here. Let's check it out. Let's make sure let's see if whoever was there managed to get out just fine, or what the situation is.
All right. You gonna hurry pace, or are you sneaking?
Frick. You know, you asked that. I feel like I'm going to be stupid to say this, but Lucius is probably concerned for others, so hurry pace.
All right. So,
Going normal pace here.
so yeah, you're well ahead of the group while Lucius kind of runs ahead. So eventually you get up to this boat, and it's heavily damaged, Lucius. It looks like it was just like thrown against the rocks, and it was just like a paper airplane in a tornado. It's just all messed up. It does not look seaworthy anymore.
It's very bruised.
It's a very bruised ship. It's smaller than the ship you got here on. It looks like this was made for maybe only a few people, while Alistair's is quite larger. But yeah, that's what you see.
Is there anyone there? Are you all right?
Just kind of rocks against the rocks. A piece of the ship just like falls off. Are you all? You're all there at this point. So unless any of you're being wary, do a perception roll or investigation.
Okay, I'll go with the one I actually have a positive modifier in, if you don't mind.
Perception check, you said?
Yes,
Perception or...
Oh, good. It's just as good as the last one.
Oh, it's one better. Okay, well, good thing Henry's kind of perceptive after not getting his way. Oh,
Raffa?
Oh yeah, Raffa has not rolled yet.
Perception.
All right,
Whoa.
Henry.
Double ones.
Henry seems to catch on to the fact there's footprints in the ground.
Oh, my one job.
There be the footprint on the ground.
And this is what they look like. Show you the Mewtwo one again. There is... Wait. There's one that looks like that. It's quite small. Where's the other one?
Pretty sure that's
like super tiny.
Yeah.
I try to pull it up bigger and I get a black screen. Can't see.
And there's one that looks like that.
Wait, so there's two.
Yeah, there's two.
All right. Well.
And the first one, Raffa, you can roll with nature with advantage, and everyone else can just roll a nature.
Ooh, I'm good at that.
I'm like, Audric, you better get this.
It's nature, I'm good at that. All I just need to do is not roll hot garbage. I rolled hot garbage.
Oh no, it's all up to the cat once again.
You have advantage.
2 nat ones in a row. Raffa, play. Why?
I got 11, guys. It's better than 10.
Well, this one is easy because, you're kind of like looking at it for a while. And then you look over at Audric's footprint. Look over at it. Look at Audric's footprint. Look at it. It's just a smaller version of Audric's footprint. It's a Charmander.
Oh no, it is Michael.
And something about this
My completely unrelated Charmander friend, Michael.
Something about this Charmander footprint is... You don't know, Raffa. It just seems familiar.
What
Well,
about the other one, the Togepi one, or whatever.
And it seems these footprints are going all over the place.
Well, that is the sign of a panicked shipwreck person.
They're kind of going all over this beachfront, going towards the island.
Oh, did they find a clearing to go through the trees with?
So, is following the footprints a possibility, considering how scattered they are, or...
They're quite scattered, but you see, like, a trail, like... It implies they were going from here back and forth multiple times, and you can tell they're going even more east.
Well, guys, looks like whatever we're looking for is even more to the east. Let's go.
So, these footprints, you follow them for a little while. This was not as far, but off in the distance you see 2 tents.
Oh. So they got some stuff out of the boat.
Okay, I think... Okay, first things first, let's not aggravate them. Let's just...
Just
Be-
walk past them.
No. Let's not... No, let's not walk past them. Let's see if they're there and try not to surprise them or anything.
Sure, they're gonna be pretty surprised no matter what we do.
Let's try at the very least.
All right, so you just are again. How are you walking up to these tents? Are you sneaking, or are you just kind of casually?
Normal pace.
All right, your group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 Pokemon walks up to this these tents, and upon closer inspection, it seems to be like a little campsite. You see these 2 tents. There's a little campfire. There's like a wooden table in the middle, and it has like a map with just a bunch of like kind of scribbles and X's on it and stuff. It seems like whoever this was trying to map something.
Oh man, it's like that professor trying to find the library in Avatar.
Yeah. But it does... Oh, yeah, there's a crate, too. There is a crate. A very large crate.
How will they
But
get
nobody's
back here?
around.
The tents are closed.
Okay. Well, Lucius is going to call out to the tents and say, what's he going to say?
Oh no, you'll startle them either way.
Hello? Is anybody there?
You just hear silence.
Huh. I wonder if the footprints led here, so... Are they asleep?
Or the footprints still going.
Yeah, what are the footprints doing right now?
They're going off into another direction. But speaking of next direction, all right, you are right now. It's just another attempt trying to do this. You're coming out of the forest, and it was another unsuccessful try. And Marcel says to you, it looks like we've had another unsuccessful trip into the forest. We were just let back here. Do you have anything to say about this, sir?
Oh, well, yeah, it looks like this is the case, but yeah, I don't worry too much about this. You know, we said we wanted to explore every little bit of this forest. We wanted to, like, we are on an expedition here. We are not trying to just like go the straight way and then get to the village. This is of course all part of the plan. Yeah, I think we found many interesting things again today. The Xenia statues and stuff like this. So I'm not really worried about this. I think yeah, we will try again tomorrow and we will see what tomorrow brings.
Trial and error. Trial and error.
Yes. No, not trial and error. I mean, of course, there's a plan, and I pretty much know where to go, but I wanted to explore the other parts first.
Sir,
Yes.
look at the camp.
Okay, I look at the camp.
All right, you see a group of Pokemon just kind of like looking around your camp.
Oh, okay. I've heard of this. It looks like there are some wild Pokemon.
Should I get
trying
this
to-
on the crystal?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Should I hide in a bush or something?
No, it's fine. You can just stay there.
Okay.
But be careful. Okay,
Raffa's gonna
so
walk right up to them.
You
Raffa
can't.
hasn't
can't
noticed.
Yeah, you haven't noticed. They're pretty far away right now.
Oh, dang.
I was just about to say, we're not seeing this right now.
Okay, we are currently our camp is being invaded by what is it being invaded by, sir? What are we seeing right now?
We are seeing some Pokemon. They are trying to raid the camp, but I'm assuming because this is an uncharted island, and as you can tell, it's quite mysterious. I'm assuming these are probably some kind of wild Pokemon, So I would say we just we try to shoot them away. We don't want any wild Pokemon, obviously, stealing our apples or something like this. So yeah, can you please give me like a shovel? We have a shovel, right?
Shovel. Yes, I have. He pulls his comically large backpack off and shovel. Shovel. Here's the shovel, sir.
Okay, so I take the shovel.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something you learn very early when you're in archaeological, in school. So see what I'm doing, and maybe you can learn from it. And then I basically just run. I run up to the camp with flailing the shovel, and I'm screaming, "Go, hush, go away!"
Just
Yeah. I'm basically trying to shoot them away, they are some kind of wild animals.
just closing your eyes and just flailing a shovel around.
Yeah, exactly like this.
Okay. All right. So guys, from the forest area, you hear this yelling at you, and then out from the brush comes this Charmander, and he is dressed up very similar to Raffa. He has kind of this beige hat, but he has he also has a vest. And think of in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the Safari Zone attires for the Pokemon. Just imagine that applied to a Charmander. And he is swinging around this shovel, telling you to get away. You could also see behind them what looks like a Mime Jr. holding this crystal. And on his back, he has this enormous backpack. You do not know how he's carrying this. But he seems to be in the background. He's just holding a crystal in front of you, in front of his face towards you.
Okay.
And Raffa, you know who this is. Should I go into the backstory now, or do you want to just play out this scene before I tell you?
Well, I know what Lucius is going to do immediately. I guess, since Raffa didn't say anything, I'm going to just have
Michael,
Lucius
when
yell.
did you get a strange accent?
Well, I'm going to have Lucius yell. Wait! We mean you no harm. We're not anybody looking for a fight. Calm down and we'll explain ourselves. And he's holding out his paws.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, I stop flailing around the shovel and I turn around, looking at the crystal, and I say, Oh well, it turns out these aren't wild Pokemon after all. It seems like they're civilized. But this begs the question: what are they doing here? And then I turn around and then I say, "Why are you raiding our camp? What are you? Some kind of bandits?"
We're
then-
not raiding your camp. We just followed. We saw your shipwreck, and we followed your footprints here. We were looking to see if anybody survived or what happened to what happened.
You
Well,
you also notice Raffa there.
yeah, okay. So and then I turn around to Rafa and I just say, "Wait, what are you doing here?"
You.
Uh,
What was
can you
that?
repeat? Sorry.
Hold on. I'm just gonna boost the gain of my mic. Artificially making it better. All right. Who are you?
Wait, what do you mean? Who am I?
You do remember this guy, Raffa.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you're- oh, okay.
Pretending she doesn't.
Okay. I thought you actually didn't know who he was. Okay. Yeah, okay. We'll go with that.
Okay, like you can tell he's like very confused about this. Like very, like he's just like stumbling and mumbling and. Well, I'm Elvis. You know me from school, Rafa. And what are you even doing here? I thought you were on the Sand Continent.
You two know each other?
I suppose we do.
Well, anyway, you are disrupting this expedition that I'm on. What are you even doing here on this island?
I don't know. What are you doing here?
Well, as I said, I'm having an expedition. I'm trying to explore this island.
You
As
don't
good
know where you are, do you?
Yes, we've got a
No.
lot of headway too.
Yes, of course I know where I am. I'm on the island of the Tree of Life. And I'm trying to find the Tree of Life.
Well, then you aren't exactly in a completely uncharted place, now are you?
Well, that's interesting, because we're also looking for the Tree of Life.
Oh.
But again, what are you doing here? You were supposed to be on the Sand Continent.
And I was successful.
What do you mean?
That's when you see the shaman.
I found everything I needed to know.
Sir.
Oh, a shaman. How good? Yeah, great. You found this on the Sand Continent.
Yes,
And-
Sora is from the Sand Continent.
And why did you bring him here?
Sir.
He wanted to come. Well,
Sir.
you could say I started my own expedition after I went to the Sand Continent.
Yes, Marcel.
There's always more things to discover, you know.
Maybe he knows where they are.
Yes, I know. Okay. So, yeah, I turn away from Rafa a bit and like I kneel down a little bit, so I'm like kind of like on the same level as the shaman, and then I ask, so and I point to like Marcel to like put the crystal on him.
Oh, right.
So what's your name? What are you doing here?
It's kind of like imagine this. It's like kind of like this first person shaky camera in front of the shaman right now. Sora. I'm with them.
Okay. And why are you going to this island? Why didn't you stay at home?
Well, I'm supposed to do something for them.
Are you like are you trying to find other shaman? Like do you think there are other shaman here?
Wait, there's other shaman here?
Well, maybe. Could be.
Guys,
That's what I'm.
He kind of turns to like the rest of you, like with eyes like, "Help me."
You see, Sora's homeland of Lucretia kind of
If you say anything,
went a bit low on Shaman.
What do you mean low on shaman?
They're gone.
I turn to Raffa and say, "What did you do?"
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
Do not blame Raffa for this.
Okay,
This is something
can we-
that happened before-
Can we
This
all,
is something that happened mysteriously. We don't know what happened. All we smelled was spicy ribs, and all the shaman were gone.
The Mime Junior is like turning the crystal to whoever's talking.
Spicy ribs?
Okay, the point is, this shaman is from Lucretia. Some unexplained things happened that caused all the shaman to disappear on it, so he's been traveling with us ever since.
And now you want to find the Tree of Life because
I want to ask Xerneas for some help on a few things. I can't give you more details than that because some of them are personal and some of them stay with our group, but I can at least assure you that I have a connection to Xerneas. It's from Xerneas that I draw my powers.
Well, you're in luck because, as I said, we are also, trying to, or not trying to. We are in an expedition here to, investigate this island, and yeah, I guess we could like maybe escort you, like maybe just pick you up, It's probably better if you are like together with experienced with an experienced archaeologist like me, guiding you around because I know my way around places like this. If you want.
So, a flashback in your head, Rafa. You know who this guy is. He attended the exact same university you attended. His name is Alvis. He did not have a very good reputation in your class. He wasn't like a bully or anything, but it seemed like he was kind of this opportunist who, whenever someone like was gonna go on this really ambitious report, he'd like seemingly do it as well and make his report like a phone book compared to their like little YA novel. And that did not land him a very good reputation. In fact, knowing that he is expressing interest in Shaman for some reason has you pretty wary right now. Because that was originally your objective, was to find Shaman, and for some reason he's interested in Shaman. What else about him? Yeah, you didn't have like any kind of like friendship or relationship with him, but you could sense he maybe had a little animosity towards you for some reason. And you don't really know much else about him. Flashback end.
We need Alistair to say the flashback ends.
He's not around.
Yeah, he's over on the boat.
Yeah. Oh, man,
Well, I suppose the more the merrier.
Ah, great. Yeah. There's just one thing if you want to join. Of course. This is like a serious expedition. You can see we are doing a little documentary on it, and I would need you all to sign these contracts. Marcel, can you get the contracts?
Oh, right. So the Mime Junior pulls off his comically large backpack, and he's like fishing in this bag, and like pulls out a pickaxe and a magnifying glass, and And he pulls out this like stack of papers, and he gives one to like all 6 of you.
Because one
Oh,
thing,
yes. Oh, yes, industry contracts. I know how to read these.
yeah, they are not like there's nothing special. These are just like standard contracts, basically like telling you like we are doing a documentary and you agree with this, and yeah, if we find anything, then of course I get all like the credits, stuff like this.
Yeah. Yeah, you read down this contract.
Oh, that seems a bit, suspect. You getting all of the credits.
Well, it's my expedition after all.
Lucius just looks at it, says, I don't really want or care about any credits or whatever.
Why
And
are
he
you
just-
signing that?
Let's see here.
We're not part of this expedition. We have our own thing we're
Henry
doing.
Jeremy Joseph.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Mime Junior collects your John Hancock there, Henry.
Yes.
All right.
Henry.
Well, you're not signing it, Raffa? Well, it's the Mime Junior named Marcel is he was addressed by, tells you you have to sign that if you're going on this expedition with us. You have to give all credit to whatever we find to Albus, since this is his expedition.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you going to include myself under that? Or Sora?
I don't believe your name is in this anywhere. Nope. That's free. It's just anything you find regarding this island, all will be accredited to Albus here.
You know that the Expedition Society has found this island already, right?
Oh no, but they haven't found the shaman village yet. I mean,
don't.
Sorry.
This is a top secret expedition, and I cannot tell you anything about it before you sign it, and we cannot go on if you don't sign it. So please sign it.
I'm pretty sure that at school I remember something about co-archaeology.
What do you mean?
The contract for co-archaeology.
Yeah, but this is my expedition.
To be fair, he was here first.
Well, if you find the shaman on your own, will you be able to identify everything on your own?
Well, I haven't told you what I'm looking for, and of course I would.
Sora says, yeah, he did, and points to the Mime Junior.
I just ignore it. Yeah, so, are you going to sign it or not?
She's just gonna stash it away.
Well, okay, I guess you can sign it later. But yeah, we don't have time for this. But here, and I point to Lucius. You also need to sign it.
He did.
Yeah, he did. Everyone has pretty much signed it except Raffa.
Yeah, Lucius does not give a dang about your who gets the credit or anything like that.
I don't want credit. Keep me away from this.
Yeah, Lucius does not give a dang about credit.
Yeah.
I care about his ego because I'm the only one who's supposed to have a big ego here.
Okay, so yeah, now that everybody has signed except for you, Raffa, I guess we can like. Actually, how late is it? Like,
It's
still early in the
probably late afternoon. You're a little a little tired from going in there and just ending back.
Okay. Yeah, so it's pretty late, so I would suggest we start tomorrow. I don't have any tents for you, but I'm sure you are prepared, of course, since any good
Yeah.
explorer would not go unprepared on such an expedition.
Yes, we do have our own tent.
Well, then you can just put your tents up next to mine.
You will not use my tent. My tent is for me only.
When you're handed back the contracts, Alvis, you see one of the signatures says Audric, and it seems to be from this this bigger version of you.
Your name is Audric? And I talk to him.
Yes, it's Audric.
You know this is a kind of weird name to have.
I'm aware.
Why are you named Audric?
Look, I signed your paper.
Okay. Yeah, and I just put the contracts back into the backpack.
All right. So are you inviting them over to your campsite on the stipulation they have their own maybe bed rules or tents for themselves?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you just going to just maybe plan out things with Marcel, or are you gonna...
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of sitting around the table then, I guess. Or you guys are.
So they are sitting around the table, or we are.
I guess if you're planning things out, you and Marcel are around the table. They're probably, I don't know. What would you guys be doing? Just kind of
Pitching the tent, I guess.
You have your own tent?
Yeah, we have a tent.
Okay. Yeah. Well, all right. You're pitching your own tent.
I mean, we don't each everybody have individual tents, but we got that tent from Lucius's parents back in Ironforge, so we're probably pitching that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Besides, I'm sure Mimikyu would at least have a tarp or something if we didn't.
Yeah. It's kind of you're flexing on like his little Mime Junior companion and just showing how much stuff Mimikyu has in him and compared to his like big backpack. But yeah,
Mimikyu's just showing off all of his contents, having like
there's a bunch of weird stuff in there.
Breakfast.
Yeah, there's just like pieces of fence and just like candy and all sorts of things in there. But yeah, are you? I guess what I'm asking, are you going to interact with anyone before nightfall, or?
I'd imagine, yeah.
So you're going to walk up to the other party at their table planning out things, or are you going to talk to your party?
I think probably once we're done pitching the tent, I'll try and convince everybody to go over to sort of get a nighttime situation and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, so are you talking to anyone in particular?
Oh no, as a group.
I used the hat.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's what that roll was.
I didn't think you saw it, but I rolled for that.
Oh,
I was wondering why you rolled 2d10. I should have realized it was the hat.
I was like, huh?
But no, I mean, Lucius is going to, after we're done pitching the tent, Lucius is going to say, all right, let's talk to these guys, get an idea of what we can expect at nighttime, and maybe see if we can do a large group, watch, decide who watches at what times during the night.
All right, you got a firework powder, the lame one, Henry, and you also got the fake gold piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 more improvised weapons.
Or just something to distract the other expedition.
Don't tell them that.
Look, this tree has dirt on it.
So are you guys going to come with me to discuss our nighttime situation, or am I going to do the negotiations alone?
Yes, we'll come with you. God damn it, Rabbit.
It rhymes.
God damn it, Rabbit.
You're the new cat now.
Yeah, there's a Rodney-sized hole in your heart.
Joy, I'm so glad.
So you walk up to these guys, and they're just kind of, what are you doing?
So first off, while they are like busy setting up their tents and stuff like this, I'm like just kind of whispering to myself, and I'm just saying, "What are these guys doing here?
You seem
They're really weird."
you seem to know them, though. I thought.
Yes, that's the weird part. Raffa shouldn't be here.
Well,
I mean, you're not wrong, but
well, no one should be here, to be honest.
We should be here.
Don't. Yeah. Yes. Of course, sir. Should I be recording this?
No. Oh, actually, yes. Start recording.
Okay.
And you said we had like a map there in the tent area somewhere.
Yeah, those are just kind of like unsuccessful, like rage scribbles, so to speak.
Okay, so I go in front of this map and I pointed it, and then I wait for Marcel to start the recording.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So it turns out that this way was also not the right way out of the forest. I mean, of course, as I said, we are trying to explore the entire forest first. But yeah, and then I point to one of the lines, and you can see like it's crossing one of the other lines, and it really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And I'm just like I'm trying to explain like how like where we took the wrong turn basically, but it's basically complete nonsense. And then I'm saying, so tomorrow I think we will go back in, and
Oh,
I think we look
sir, the Buneary's coming over with his friends.
Oh, okay.
And he
And
turns it over to them walking towards you.
Hello. How can I help you?
well, first things first, I want to ask you, so how many nights have you been here exactly?
Let me see how many nights. 1, 2. I think it's like 10 now. Something like
Okay.
that.
Okay, so you know the nighttime situation around here pretty well then.
Yeah, there is now nobody here.
Nobody, huh?
Nothing. No other Pokemon
Nope.
has we haven't met anybody except for you guys.
Okay. Still, I think it'd still be lucrative if we all still kept watch. There's enough of us around here that, at the very least, it shouldn't be too difficult for us to. We shouldn't need to stay up too long, but I think it would be lucrative if all of us kept watch throughout the night, just in case.
Yes, it's a good idea.
So, basically, there's Lucius. How many liquors? Okay, if we ignore, let's see, that'd be if we ignore Mimikyu and Sora, that'd be 4 of us and 2 of them. So that'd be 6 people throughout the night. So let's pull up the calculator because I suck at math.
Oh, I think we have one of those in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. He pulls like a. Oh, I'm on it. He pulls out an abacus. Calculator.
Okay, yeah, I think I think basically we'd only need to stay up for like an hour and a half each of us, and we'll make it through the night just fine.
Why is someone after you? You seem very paranoid about something. This Mime Junior is putting this crystal in front of your face. In fact, this crystal looks familiar. No, actually, it doesn't look familiar. Only Rodney saw it. Never mind.
Rodney, why did you have to leave when we needed? No, it's nothing too bad. Just paranoid because it's been a stressful week.
Do tell.
I'd rather not talk about it.
I know I had a problem. Working overtime is making my sleep schedule go bonkers.
No comment, just a little stressful, and well, you said it yourselves, you're adventurers. I'm sure you're well aware that being prudent isn't a bad thing.
Oh, that's true. So one thing I wonder is, how did you get here? Like on this island?
By boat.
So you have a boat?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I assume you'll want off this island as well once we're done here?
Well, we're gonna be
Yeah.
able to buy 1,000 boats once we're done doing well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, you still have to get back to get
Yeah,
the
but
money.
we will just buy a new boat, or
You're gonna buy a boat from the island that supposedly no one lives on.
we'll figure something out.
Well, I hope
Okay.
you have a helper with you.
Okay, fine. If you guys don't manage to find a boat, we'll be willing to lend you guys a way off this island, so
Oh.
long as you work with us in finding the Tree of Life.
Oh, thank you. That's of course even better, than we don't have to spend any of the money on a new boat.
Papa just kind of looks at Lucius.
1,001 boats.
Yes.
Good, because my parents are gonna be awfully mad when they see that.
Yeah, we will buy an even bigger boat. It's no problem.
Lucius just rolls his eyes and says, "Okay, what's our watch order going to be? Are any of you particularly good at seeing in the dark? Because we don't. We used to have an ally who was pretty good at that, and he's sort of not around anymore, so..."
Hey,
Well, I'm good at seeing in the dark.
Do I have night vision or something?
No, you're
you
just
you
dimly
have-
lit.
Yeah, you have your tail that allows you to see, but you don't have
you and
night
Henry
vision.
are walking lanterns.
Yeah.
Well, great. So if something wants to attack us, they know where we are.
Yeah,
Always.
always.
Okay. Yeah, I can take the first watch
Yeah.
or the last. I don't really care. I can take any watch, really.
Yeah, well, I can't remember. Did Raffa have night vision?
I think
Yeah.
I allowed her just because she's a cat and it makes sense.
No,
No.
yeah, it's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Raffa will probably put you and Henry in the middle. Audric, any specific time you want for the watch?
I have no preference.
Okay.
Put him.
I guess then,
Put
since
him
you have
first.
your own natural light, you can probably be sufficient during the night. So I suppose we'll probably go. We'll probably start with you. What was your name again?
Alphys.
Yes, that reminds me. I think we didn't ask your name. What are your name? What is your name?
It was written on the contract, but Lucius.
Yeah, I didn't really read them. But yes, I just saw there's a signature on there. I saw there's a signature on there. I'm not reading like the name, but yes.
What about your Mime Junior partner? When would you be best for keeping
Well,
watch?
actually, I was thinking he could just stay up with one of you and like kind of like record the night
Don't mind
watch
me. I'll be a shadow behind your back.
You want to record me sleeping?
No, not sleeping. Keeping watch. I hope you don't sleep while keeping watch.
Is she prone to do that, sir?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Excuse me?
Was just a joke. Calm down.
You're a joke.
Hey.
Okay, calm down, everybody, please. Let's not aggravate each other. Okay, so I guess we'll have you take first watch. I guess I'll take second. Audric, you could take third. Raffa, you could take fourth. Henry could take fifth, and Mime Junior, you could take sixth.
Marcel.
Does that sound okay with everyone? Marcel, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I don't need to sleep very much, so. Like I said, I'll just ignore me, okay? Just pretend I'm not here. This is kind of the system we had going. Got it?
Okay.
Unless he asks me for a tool or to point in a certain direction, then I am here. You get the picture.
Okay.
All right. So this, you're all watching through the night, and this weird Mime Junior is just kind of like standing there looking at you, holding this purple crystal up. You kind of like look over your shoulder every now and then, and yeah, he's there doing that. And he's like,
well, actually,
and he mouth is shadow every time you look at him.
Well, actually, I want to do something during Lucius's night watch.
Okay, but he's watching you, this Mime Junior.
Yeah, fair point. Let me think.
There is
Okay,
no
I know what I'm going to. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm feeling. Do you mind waiting a bit at camp? I'm feeling a little cramped. I'm gonna go for a quick walk.
I don't know. Alvis told me to watch you. Don't worry, I'll be a shadow. Shadow. Shadow's my middle name, you know.
Yeah, but at the same time, would you want any wild Pokemon to be raiding the camp while we're gone? I mean, I doubt it's going to happen, but it
Exactly.
might, and
It hasn't happened in the 10 days we've been here. I mean, Shadow. Just pretend I'm not here. You're not supposed to talk to me. You're breaking the fourth wall.
well, I'll be breaking the fourth wall less if you let me go on my walk in peace. Sorry, it's just something I do occasionally. It's just something I do. I just want to take a quick walk on my own and just get some tension out. It's, as I said before, it's been busy, so
do a persuasion.
Just stay at the... Okay. I am normally good at this, but Parser Coon has been very interesting recently.
1, 1, 1.
1, 1.
I'm gonna re-roll that using the necklace.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I get it. You have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think I
Sure.
should get that. So yeah, you're free to go. Just make it fast.
I will, I promise.
All right. So
Okay.
he lets you go, and he's being very particular, not aiming it in your direction too.
Okay. Lucius is gonna go back, sort of back the way we came until he's out of sight of the Mime Junior.
Okay. Yeah, you
Actually, how long? How long?
Meanwhile, Marcel is recording Raffa sleeping.
yeah, he just turns the camera to Raffa sleeping. But yeah, anyway, Lucius.
Okay. As he's walking, he's sort of keeping an eye out for like good places to put like letters and stuff like that, so it wouldn't be brushed by the wind or anything.
You think you could maybe put it under a rock on kind of where like the grass is?
Okay.
Yeah, you think you could.
So,
It's kind of in sight, but like someone would see it if they're walking past, pretty much.
yeah, but we're not really walking this way.
So what do you want to do with it?
Oh, that. Okay, yeah. So, Lucius going to take the note we talked about,
Yeah.
and yeah, he's going to do that. He's just going to, in the middle of the night, just place it under that rock, out of sight of the camp, sort of the way we came back from.
Yeah. All right. And you're just gonna head back to camp?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna quickly head back to camp.
Yeah. You go back to Marcel, and he looks like he wants to say something. He's like, I can't really interview you about that. That's no. That's personal business. I think there's a consensus when nature calls. We just don't talk about that.
Yeah, I'd rather not discuss things like that either.
Yes. All right.
And yeah, Lucius is just going to go back to his watch.
All right. So your just nightly watch ends up fruitless. Nothing seems to be attacking you. Doesn't seem to be watching you. I'm not even doing perception rules for this, just because it's been safe these last few nights, and no exception right now. So you wake up in the morning. Everyone's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I just want to point out that during my watch, I was like doing these heroic poses and like looking out into the night
Yeah.
and basically like doing some trailer poses for the camera.
Yeah, there's like Marcel points to like a Captain Morgan rock for you to like put a foot
Yes.
on. Very good. Sir.
But anyways, we all wake up.
Yeah.
I guess you were right. There wasn't really too much of a need for a watch, but well, we're all still rested, and better we checked than not checked.
It's like you say, sir. It's exactly what we said. It's what do you say? Amateur hour.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so if everyone's ready, I would say we start this expedition.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I would start leading them to the pathway into the forest.
All right, so he kind of like takes you like around a little way distance away from the camp, and there's like this kind of small. It's almost like you gotta like duck into it, sort of, even with your small Pokemon sizes. There's like this kind of path that leads into the forest, and it's pretty dark in here too. It's like you could maybe
Now
see.
I'm just thinking, considering Henry's the biggest, he has to like lie down on his back and roll in there.
Yeah, it's kind of like maybe it's like Winnie the Pooh when he gets stuck in rabbit hole. They have to like pull him through.
You guys with flame tails, be
Sensitive
careful.
sensitive on the plug. Ugh.
Anyways, yeah, we're all going in.
All right. And are you just leading? You're gonna lead them to your destination, Elvis, or is there something else you want to do along the way?
Yeah, before we go like to the destination, I'm stopping and I'm having them in a half circle like before me, and I'm like telling Marcel to kind of like film this from the side, so that it looks like I'm kind of like telling them something important, you know.
Yeah.
We rehearsed all of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like prone on the ground and like putting the camera up towards you. It's like one of those lower shots.
And then I tell them, so there's a mystery about this island, as you can probably tell. I mean, why else wouldn't be able to see one giant tree that like you would normally be supposed to be seeing from like way far in the distance on your ship, but now we are on this island and there's no tree to be seen. And yeah, we will be coming up to a way with splitting pathways, and there is kind of this secret, this mystery to it. And now, obviously, I know the solution to this, but I'm actually curious to see if you also know where we have to go. So, yeah, especially you, Rafa. I'm just very excited to see what you as an explorer, as an archaeologist, can bring to the table to this team. And yeah, so I would say, I would say we continue onwards to the pathway, and yeah, then you can show me your skills.
He knows it, of course. Like he said, he knows everything
Yes,
about
of
this.
course.
This
Okay.
we're just kind of trying to pad this out a little bit because it'd be pretty anticlimactic if he found it right away, right?
Yeah, the like basically the first time we went here, I was like I immediately saw it, and it's just like not as exciting if there's nobody like trying to figure out where to go. So we are, doing this for the documentary.
Yeah, no stone unturned. Along
Yeah.
the way, guys, you see these like there's flowers on the ground that are they're kind of like very prismatic and rainbowy.
Do they look similar
Oh,
to the?
no.
Do they look similar to the rainbow we got in the Tower of Knowledge?
Yeah, it does. It looks similar to that.
Okay.
You should probably go where the most population of them are.
They're not really like populated anywhere. They're just kind of like you see one every now and then in the ground.
Yeah, but when we see many,
Yeah.
we're nowhere in the right direction.
Are you like talking about them or like plucking one of them or?
No, we're as far as I'm aware, we're just walking and just taking note of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't steal Xerneas flowers.
Oh, he doesn't mind. What? Do you even know what these are?
Well, I can tell you what they are.
Of course you can.
Yes, and then like I go next to Rafa and wait for Marcel to put the camera like on between both of us, and I tell Rafa, these are called let me see, spectromicos.
Yes.
And these are pretty special flowers. They are probably connected to Xerneas. And yeah, as you can see, they got like this rainbow vibe to them. And it said that if you pluck one from the ground, yeah, normally they basically like they immediately lose their color. But when you're lucky and you pluck them and it actually like keeps this rainbow color, yeah, this will bring basically joy to your life. You will have a very fulfilling life if you just keep this flower, and then it will never die. And yeah, it's actually pretty fascinating. And as far as I can tell, these flowers only like they only exist on this island.
Henry
why don't you-
immediately plucks one of these flowers.
Okay, roll a die 100, Henry. There's pretty much percentile.
You got 45%.
Yeah. So you pluck this thing out of the ground, and it just turns gray.
Ah, too bad.
Oh, I thought that would reverse my death wish.
Raffa, why don't you try it?
Why should I try it?
Well, it brings luck if you do it, and it doesn't turn to gray. Maybe you need it. Everybody needs luck, except for me, of course.
Yeah. No substitute for talent.
Yeah.
Everyone needs luck. Lucius
gonna
really needs luck.
humor him, but she's gonna be like super over the top, like raise her hands way above her head, circle it 4 times, and pull it out with her tongue.
Do-do-do-do.
Okay, so die 100.
Perfect for the camera.
Like, yeah. It turns gray.
And there's your suspense. Puts it in her bag and just walks away, flicking her tail at him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose Lucius will pluck one when we see one.
Yeah, they're kind of spread out all over the place, so you could just maybe find one and try it.
Get a 100, you'll be Zerny blessed.
No. You got 66. Turns gray.
I should have gotten 69.
Yeah. That would have been way better. Yeah, it just turns gray in your hand, and yeah. To be fair, it's really unlikely it'll happen.
Yeah, I can't exactly say my luck is the greatest in the world, so this doesn't surprise me.
And I will also plug another one.
All right.
I swear if you...
Well, it's same one.
Parser knows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Parser just sometimes knows.
Yeah, it turned gray, but it's really dumb luck. Nothing can really...
Yeah, it's just luck.
It's like winning the lottery.
Exactly. Yeah, and then I will just continue leading them through the pathway.
All right. So along the way, you also see statues of Xerneas.
Okay, does Lucius get anything from these statues as he glances at them, or...?
No, you just think they're maybe just, like, decoration. There's no, like, kind of holy power in them or anything. They're just there to kind of decorate the pathway. But you do come across a kind of this plaque that has footprint writing on it.
Hey, Raffa, can you translate this?
He already translated
No
it.
need for this. Yeah, no need for this. Of course, I already translated it. It says, what does it say?
The temple is at 5.
Yes, exactly this.
It says,
The temple is at 5.
Oh, you found it, okay.
Yeah.
Raffa, can you confirm?
Oh. Marcel kind of like looks over the crystal, and he looks to you like you were just slighted there.
Yeah, I'm just ignoring it.
Yeah. Are you gonna try, Raffa?
And
I might as well.
All right. So,
And Lucius is going to give guidance.
all right. So you can add a die 4 to whatever you get.
Let's see. So what am I rolling?
History, I believe.
History.
Story. But... Amazing.
Well, you can add a die 4.
Yeah. So that's 9. So you are kind of like proficient in this language, and the only word you are able to kind of translate at the moment is just temple.
good enough.
Yeah. So you give a nod with your like eyes shifting. Yeah, that's exactly what it says.
Okay, so the temple opens at 5.
So, since you're supposed to figure this out, Raffa, who did not sign a contract, do you know what this means?
I guess she
Well,
doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I would spoil all of that suspense that you're building up if I revealed everything right in front of your viewers.
Let's see. 5 could mean either at 5 o'clock a.m. or p.m., or it could be after 5 if something happens. You just sort of hear Lucius sort of trying to suss it out in his head.
Well, it's not an easy secret, not an easy mystery. I mean, I figured it out pretty quickly, but I am also very experienced, so of course it's not like you can
Not
just.
like it's your first expedition.
Well, let's just
He
continue.
just winks at the camera and then walks off.
All right. So as you go along, you get to this area that's kind of circular, and you come through the south end of it, and there seems to be like 12 different pathways, including the one you just came out of, around this circular area.
Oh, this is easy. Okay, so it was 5 o'clock.
No.
Are you heading towards that?
No, that's just what he's... Like, we see right now that, like... So, there are 12 pathways, they're all in Clockwork's directions,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so yeah, upon seeing that, that's what Lucius is sort of saying right now is, oh, it looks like it might actually be 5 o'clock.
Wrong. We already tried that one. I mean, we already...
You already tried that one? Oh, okay.
No, we already explored.
Explored, right. I forgot my verbiage.
Alright, so if you guys tried that and it didn't work, then what could it be? I think it has something to do with time.
Sora says, what about that staircase?
Wait, what staircase?
He's pointing to an area where there's just grass. It's in kind of like... It's kind of in the middle of the circle area. This kind of clock-shaped pathway branch here.
Stairs?
Rafa's gonna go over and see if there's anything she can feel.
I shall walk to that area, see if I can at least feel stairs.
Audric says he sees it too.
Okay, now that's suspicious.
Again, I shall walk to see if I can feel stairs.
All right, you're gonna walk to where he's pointing, and
Yes.
none of you see stairs here. Might I add? Okay, so Rafa and Henry are going over. Are you just gonna walk onto this area? He says there's stairs.
Yeah, I'll start feeling around. See if I can touch it.
You go to where Sora's pointing, and your hand or your paw just goes through the grass, like kind of like it phases through. Like whoom whoom.
Are you sure there are stairs over here?
Yeah, they're right there. She's putting her hand on them. Or paw.
I mean, I could see Sora mistaking hand and paw constantly.
Yeah. What is he talking about?
He says it to me, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I'm the only one here with hands.
Do you
Actually, wait, no. Albus has hands too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, claws, hands, yeah.
Hmm.
He can hold things.
Audric.
Yeah.
All right. So
I know Marcel
if
has
I
hands.
try to go up the stairs, am I just gonna go through?
Well, they're going down into the ground. You'd figure. Like when you put your hand onto where Sora's pointing, your like hand phases through like it's not there. Like your hand is going into the ground.
All right, time to just disappear for
I
a
will-
second.
I'm assuming Marcel is catching all of this and kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so like sorry, explain that one more time. As they're touching it, their hand is going through the ground.
Yeah, like it's kind of like not there, like it's not actually ground.
Oh,
Well, it seems like they have found a clue.
Uh-huh.
I shall go down these stairs.
All right, yeah, you walk down, and Henry like walks into the ground, and he disappears.
Henry, you should probably have Sora with you, considering he can see what you can't.
I will follow.
All right.
yeah. I was just about to say Lucius is probably going to follow as well.
Marcel kind of like commentates now. It seems we have discovered a underground passage of sorts. Our new shaman, what do we call him? Confidant or assistant, junior assistant, seems to have found a hole in the ground, and we are heading down. And so these stairs go down, and you're pretty much like you're kind of underground right now. Like you could see like the soil above you and some roots kind of coming through the dirt. But you're in this same circular area, the same size, except the only difference is there's these big, long, like wooden, pretty much a wooden, what do I want to call it? Trunks of trees pointing north. But there's no pathways. It's just pointing north down here.
Okay, so we're in a similar circular room. There are a bunch of trunks pointing north, but there's no pathway.
Mm-mm.
And what are our pathways? Same as before, pretty much?
Well, you went down here, and there's no pathways. You're just in this, like, circular area underneath the big clock area above you. And there's just kind of this big, it's laying on the ground, this stem, or not stem, trunk of a tree that's just pointing north.
I don't suppose we can move the tree, like rotate it.
You could try.
Well, YOLO.
All right. Yeah, it moves. It takes a little bit of effort, but yeah, you can move it.
All right, move it to 5.
So, pretty much north or southeast.
Yeah, south by southeast.
All right. Yeah, you do that.
So tell me, Raffa, what exactly are you doing?
Moving it to 5. I mean, unless trees normally can rotate in circles.
Okay. And what do you think this will accomplish?
We're
Well,
about
it
to
says-
find out.
It says the temple opens at 5, so
Now's the perfect time for your commercial break, Elvis.
Yes, let's work together and rotate all of the trees to 5.
it's the only one.
It said multiple trunks of trees.
No, it's just the one on this face of the ground.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's see if a temple opens at 5.
Are you going back up?
After moving it to 5, did nothing else happen down here?
Nothing seemed to happen down here other than you moved it.
Okay, then yeah, we're probably gonna head back up.
Okay. You go back up and everything still looks the same.
Both clocks are on 5, yes.
This clock, well, assuming the thing down there is a clock, it's on 5 now. It's pointing towards the southeast.
All right. I think if I'm right, then we probably should head to the south by southeast now, and we might potentially find something there.
But we already went this way.
Well, thanks for finally admitting that, but
No, I said it. We were exploring it.
Yeah, no stone unturned.
yeah,
And it led us straight back to the beach in the end. Just as expected, of course.
well, then if we're wrong, then we'll head back to the beach and figure out that's wrong and try again. Unless you guys found the clock down there and tried moving it.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what we found.
Okay, then I guess we'll continue amateur hour and try that. Come on, everybody, let's head down.
Hey,
Let's head down the 5 o'clock path.
Hey, amateur hour clock. I guess amateur hour is 5 o'clock. All right, so you're going down the 5 o'clock pathway?
Yep.
All right. And are you consenting to this, Elvis? Are you going with them?
Yeah.
All right. So you're all going down this pathway. And what you notice, Elvis, is you are not being sent back to the beach. You seem to be going down a longer pathway now.
Well, now that we are a bit further from the clock thing, I can tell you that yes, congratulations, you figured it out.
Just like you did, I assume.
Yes.
We got it all on here.
Yeah. So it seems our junior explorers really aren't so bad. They figured it out quite quick.
I think they should be junior plus explorers now.
Yes.
Maybe
They're now junior plus explorers.
Maybe minus, but.
And don't we have like badges in the backpack?
Let's see. Pickaxe, abacus. I don't need an abacus. This is it's like this like little toy from like a Cracker Jacks thing. There's only one of them, but I guess they could share it.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, here you go. It's this like little plastic.
I only accept the title if it is appended SSR plus.
Lucius takes the badge and just rolls his eyes and keeps walking on.
In fact, it's like an Expedition Society badge, but like just like a really crappy toy.
McDonald's.
Yeah, like a McDonald's toy.
If you keep these results, you might rank up pretty fast.
Yeah. Lots of hard work and dedication.
All right, sure.
All right, so you're walking along this path. You see more of those flowers, those rainbow flowers, more of those statues, until you eventually end up at this kind of clearing with this kind of Aztec temple in the middle of it, and it has kind of vines growing out of it, and there seems to be like an ascension, like stairs that go up to this doorway. There is something written near the door on a plaque.
Okay, I step in front of this temple and I turn to Marcel and I go, okay, it seems that we found something new. There seems to be this temple here. This is surely the next part of the secret of the forest. And it also seems that there's a plaque here again, so this is probably the next part of the puzzle. Let me just read it really quick. Then I try to decipher what is written there. I assume it's footprints.
Yeah, it's footprint. As you kind of hurry over, you're like running over like ahead of these guys over to this plaque.
Yes.
Yeah. And what's funny here is you could actually help each other read this, but I don't think you want to do that.
No,
No, no. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, you try and decipher it. So do a history check to try to.
So this is +5, right?
Yeah, it should be +5 on your modifier.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Apparently you break the mold of guests getting absolutely amazing rolls on their first trip.
So what do I read?
So you were only you need more time, but you were able to suss out beware is one of the words in there.
Okay, so it seems that it says beware. I'm not really sure what the rest is, what the rest of the writing is yet, because it's really old. You can tell the pieces missing.
Oh,
It's really hard to read. But
Oh yes, it's old, and they had some sloppy handwriting back in the.
yes, exactly.
You're horrible.
All right.
But there's certainly some danger ahead.
All right. Both of you work together to get the rest of it.
Well, he can't do it again. He already did it. I'm saying like he kind of like exhausted his knowledge trying to do it.
Yeah,
So
okay.
only Raffa can do it by herself.
Okay, I'll give guidance to Raffa again if she doesn't.
All right. Did you just?
All right. I just
And I will also.
Okay. Well, you could add a die 4 to it.
D6. Add an extra D6 to it.
And a D6 too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. 19.
So you see Raffa with like her ensemble behind her. Henry singing, "Raffa, you can decipher this," and Lucius going, "Okay, you got this, Raffa. You got this. I've seen you do this before. You can do it. You can win." And it says, "Beware of traps."
beware of traps.
You really couldn't decipher the word trap?
I ignore Henry and I basically like gesture to Marcel to point the camera a little bit to the right, and I go like a little bit to the right away from the other guys.
Yeah, it's pointed
And
at
then
all of
they-
you, then it turns over to the right where you're just there.
Yeah, and I'm saying, okay, so after a while we figured out what it says. It says beware of traps. So there are definitely some traps in there. We need to be careful about them. But of course, this shouldn't be too hard. I mean, I know my way around traps, so yeah, I would say let's just go in and solve this mystery.
All right. And speaking of mystery, you could tell this is a mystery dungeon.
Ah,
Oh,
great.
Great.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I assume like I go up a few steps and then I don't know, I have this feeling, and then I turn back to the camera and say, "Oh, and I think we have a mystery dungeon ahead of us. Interesting."
What are the rules of mystery dungeons? What should I do in there?
Mystery dungeons are one-way trip.
I know what they are. I just don't know what I should do. I wasn't anticipating this.
You just do what you always do. You keep recording.
Oh, right. Stay in the back. Stay quiet.
Yes.
Be a shadow.
I mean, if you know how to fight, it helps because we're more than likely going to end up in a fight.
Sir.
Yes.
If you die, should I get it on camera?
I will not die. We don't have to talk about this.
Oh, okay. If they die, should I get it on camera?
She's just gonna Raffa's just gonna brush past him and say, "You should consider it."
Oh, God. Well, that was
Nobody's going to die while I'm leading this expedition.
okay.
You can't keep all the promises you make.
You know,
Of course I can.
Also, you're here with a Pokemon who has a death wish.
What?
I can just picture Henry's face just taking up the entire camera.
Yeah, he's like pulling the camera in front of himself.
Okay.
This is supposed to be PG, guys.
Yeah.
This is life.
Life is not PG.
Yeah, and I just entered the mystery dungeon.
Okay, yeah. All right, you all following? Your ensemble, your NPC ensemble seems to follow you in.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna maybe get to a certain point in this dungeon. I want you to get to.
Oh, Joy. That
Oh,
bodes
He
so
wants to-
well.
He wants to shake our world.
Yeah. Okay, so when you enter this dungeon, let me pull out my trusty map here.
Oh,
Oh no, that's the boat. Where's my
yes, let's go back to the boat.
All right, so
You go inside and there's just this boat.
yeah. So darkness just washes over you all. And you walk up this kind of stone hallway. It's very cool in here compared to outside. But it's pretty much just a hallway. You can see kind of roots growing out of the stonework. It definitely looks more like kind of Mon-made compared to most dungeons you've went into. But there just seems to be, for now, there's just like a dark pathway. It's dark in here, might I add, too. And all Audric and Alvis do is 10 feet. around
Okay,
them.
Lucius is gonna snap his fingers and do his usual shtick.
All right, so yours is on your helmet, so you kind of go forward, and Alvis and Audric kind of get your perimeter. But yeah, you could see now. You can see the hallway turns left. And Marcel, like, kind of awkwardly goes behind all of you, like, oh, wait, I have to be in back. I have to get everything here. All right.
Okay.
Who's taller, Marcel or Sora? Because if Sora's taller, all you're gonna see is the back of their bush.
I think... I assume...
I'd assume... I think Shaman is smaller, but let's see. My junior is 2 feet tall. Shaman is definitely smaller.
It's just like the size of Henry.
My
Henry
junior
and
is
Junior are the
massive.
tallest here. Both Henry and Marcel are the tallest members of this group.
Yeah.
So Marcel
Wait,
is taller than Elvis.
Actually,
Yeah.
wait, no. Audric is taller than the two.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's your tallest guy. Alright. So you going through this hallway?
Lucius is gonna say, all right,
Check
who...
for traps.
Yeah, I was just about to say, who among us is best at checking for traps? Are either of you guys good at checking for traps?
Okay, so in mystery dungeons, there are usually traps. They are very mysterious places. If you don't know them, it's basically, if you go in, they are basically every time different, and you don't really know what to expect. So we need to be very careful here, and yeah, we need to check for traps. And do I know how to check for traps?
It would just be your investigation.
I do not.
It should be in...
But I don't say that.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
can still use it. It just uses your intelligence modifier instead, if you're not proficient in it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody else to.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess,
I think
guess.
I think Rodney was their like trap
yeah,
guy.
Rodney was our
Yeah,
designated trap
it was the cats.
Yeah.
person, so,
So,
I guess we'll, rely on Lucius to be our designated trap person now. Lord help us. It's fine, guys.
Yeah.
What are you?
You are
what-
replacing Rodney in many different ways.
Dark
what did you
hallway.
just roll?
Okay, so I turn to Lucius and say, so you are an expert on traps.
What?
I am not going to make a joke here. I am not going to make a joke here yet.
Yes, he is an expert on traps. Look at him.
What did you respond? I didn't.
Yeah. What did you say, Lucius?
Oh no, I was just making a joke that I wasn't going to make a joke, but no, Lucius is going to say not particularly. We used to rely on somebody else for that, but
Oh well.
he
But
left,
it-
so it's really none of us are as good as him. So it's
it's perception, right?
Yeah.
it's
So in this case,
investigation.
if in this case, let an expert also just to make sure. Let me also check for traps.
Yeah, just double checking your work.
Amazing.
Oh!
Where's
Yeah, you
Lucius
all.
was better
no
than the
traps.
rest than us almost put together.
We
Safest place on this
suck.
planet.
Henry, save us.
Investigation.
We can't all get bad rolls.
I think we can. We can.
So it's weird. The signs say beware of traps, but so far there really don't seem to be any traps here.
I mean, we're in the first hallway.
Yeah, that's true. I think we should just keep going, and I start to go.
Yeah.
There might be traps.
You do not see any signs of traps here, Henry. In this, at least this
No
hallway.
traps.
Okay, I imagine I'm already the half of the hallway across.
Yeah.
No traps except for Lucius.
All right. It turns to the left, and are you gonna make the turn to the left?
I'm waiting for Marcel to catch up.
Yeah, he's behind everyone else, so everyone else has to kind of like hurry along.
Yeah, we're at least Lucius is attempting to get the group together so we're not all separate.
All right. So when you turn this corner, Alvis, what's on the kind of the north side of this? You make the left turn, and then on the north of the wall there is a more of this footprint writing. You see it too, Raffa. Do you help each other, or do you do a pissing contest?
I take out my print book just to like last time I tried to like do it without it, and maybe I think this time it will help me.
You were kind of doing it with it. That's kind of my logic. Like,
Okay.
Like you can read it. It's just you need a little bit of help because it's pretty complex.
You two help each other. We're in a mystery dungeon. We don't have time for your rivalry. Help each other.
You need to be quiet for a moment. I need to decipher this. This is not like this takes concentration, you know. And I'm just trying to do it alone.
Yeah.
What was that again? I forgot.
History.
Yes, history.
You're just you're going through the pages, comparing the symbols. You got it. But let's see if Raffa gets it, just because. Okay, Henry will be walking. Yeah, Raffa, you kind of got the gist of it. It's maybe like a few letters. You kind of solve it after he's done. Let's just say. But it says all four.
That's all?
It just says all four. Like, as in the number. F-O-U-R.
Okay, it seems that this text says all four. I wonder what that could mean. And I look like I'm looking at something in the distance. I'm like turning my head.
Oh, and there is a door at the far left, too. Or it's more like a passageway. It's not really a door.
So there's only one way to this door, and
you're kind of in a linear hallway, and it kind of turns. It goes south. Like if I could, I'll bring up the sharing map.
Here is the map.
Oh,
where would you like to go?
That map.
Let me share my screeny. I don't need to share this with the stream because this is just for mapping. So we could share my flash. Go live. All right. So it kind of went.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I could see it. I was just expecting.
Yeah.
I was not expecting this.
Okay, so you went upstairs that kind of go up like that. You made a turn there, and then on the wall there's the footprint writing. And then there's kind of like an archway right here that kind of goes down.
Okay.
Savvy?
Yeah.
Check it for traps.
Lucius is hearing what you guys say and thinks, okay, I think I know what this means. Or at least I have a guess.
Okay, what do you think it means?
Lucius is going to drop prone on forelimbs.
All right.
What?
What are you doing?
Nothing seems to be happening at the moment, but are you making your way over to the...
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how Lucius is going to be walking through the passageway.
All right. When you get to the passageway, there's this kind of... I guess I should kind of like map it out for you. So you turn left, and then you're in this room here that has an exit right here, and you enter from there. But it seems to be an empty room.
So
Well, everyone-
Lucius is laying on the ground.
Yeah.
And,
Sort of crawling. He's prone, technically.
Yeah.
and he's crawling towards the room.
He's kind of like at the threshold of the door, kind of like right here.
Okay, I ask again. What are you doing? Tell the audience.
I don't know if it's for sure, but all four might be going down on all four limbs. So we might need to crawl through this room.
I mean,
don't-
you might have to.
I don't know if that's... I can't say that for sure, but if I were to guess, that's what I'd say it means. So, in other words, the quadrupeds, all your quadrupeds are fine, but all bipeds need to get onto our hands and knees and crawl through this place.
And there is an archway on kind of like the other side that right there.
I'm still surprised that you just walked through that without checking for booby traps.
Yeah.
Are you
should probably.
are you gonna kind of like army crawl to here, Lucius, or are you just gonna stay at the threshold?
I'm will as soon as everyone else comes.
All right.
We should definitely check for traps first.
All right.
The
Yeah,
one
and
time
I'm
that
checking
Rob
for
and
traps.
Elvis agree on anything. Check for traps.
Yeah, nice.
The dirty 20 versus the nat 20.
Not everybody can be a natural talent, you know.
Yeah.
It's,
I'm just gonna assume that you're just taller than me, so you can see all the way across the room and just be like, it's there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to like give it to Alvis, but I'll let Henry roll.
He said he needs to go to work.
Oh, well, he's typing roll, so I thought so. Oh, he can't hear. He can't even hear us. Okay, but okay, so Alvis, with your roll, you could see on the kind of you see nothing in this room. It looks empty as kind of Lucius is kind of on the ground, but above you, you see these like vines that are just like wriggling, just like waiting for someone to enter.
Yeah, I think this bunny boy here might be onto something. I think, do you see this? And I point up. There seem to be these vines, and I'm pretty sure that if we would just enter this room, we would probably, I don't know, maybe they would grab us or something. But of course, if we are on the ground, they can't reach us.
Excellent
This is what I'm
deduction, sir.
Yeah, and then he also starts to get on,
Yeah.
like all fours,
So-
which probably looks pretty awkward.
Yeah, this quadrupedal Charmander. Are you gonna go through?
Well, I'm first checking if and everybody agrees.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, Lucius is on the ground. I think at this point in time, since Henry can't answer, I suppose Henry will just go with the majority. So
Yeah.
I think the only one is Audric and Merciel.
He's gonna do anything that Alva says. So of course he gets on his like he gets it kind of in the army crawl position and still holding.
be
this-
careful with the camera.
Yeah. It's. I'm not gonna break it.
Photographer crawl position.
Yeah. The rest of your Sora does not need to. Mimikyu kind of like shrinks down.
I'm like, is he just technically always on all fours, or does he even have fours to begin with?
Yeah, it's like one of those if you
Or
chop
does
a
he have
tree
one?
down and no one hears it, it wasn't chopped down.
Or does he have
or-
ones?
Or yeah. If a tree falls in the forest, does anyone hear it?
I'd rather not go into that question, but if we're all on all fours, then let's crawl through the room.
Okay, so
Yes.
the vines like grab for you, but they just can't reach you because you're prone right now. And these vines look pretty poisonous and deadly too. Like you could see kind of like this liquid dripping off of their thorns, and yeah, not a good time. So
Yeah, be careful with it.
you get
You need to dodge the liquid.
You get to the other side, and it leads to a hallway that goes like so. Excuse me for making it a little crooked.
Okay. We'll continue on then.
No,
we'll
I continue on. You can follow me.
Okay, fine. We'll have you continue on. We'll follow you.
So we have just evaded a trap thanks to the keen explorer instincts of Alvis here. We are continuing down the hallway,
Yes.
hoping to find maybe some culture of the thing I'm not supposed to speak about.
Yes. Well, actually, no. Raffa still hasn't signed a contract, so we cannot talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's continue on with this pathway. I'm actually kind of surprised on how easy this has been so far.
Yeah.
I would have
Never
expected-
say that.
I mean,
Never say that.
I mean, what could go wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, all that. It's not like a pitfall's gonna appear in front of me. And then he like trips and then starts laughing. All right, so
Lucius is just rolling his eyes.
you gonna continue down the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay, so it
Yes,
makes
carefully.
it makes a turn left. It's another kind of long stretch.
No writing or anything.
Nope, there's just nothing here. It's just like you see a few scones on the walls. And like I said, there's kind of like vines creeping through the stonework.
I guess we're just gonna keep going.
Are the vines new, or were they always there?
They're always there. It's just kind of
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, then we just continue.
Yeah. Are you just gonna keep following the hallway until you hit something interesting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you eventually arrive at a yes. Okay. So it's an archway that leads into a room, and it has two exits actually. Or no, I drew that wrong. It goes like this. Yes. So it leads into this room from like that. This is very important. And it also has a exit right here. But what's also interesting about this room, there's more footprint writing. There's a tape.
Yes.
There's a table, and it has kind of this like. It has a lever. It has like a little lever, and there's like this kind of horn-shaped thing fastened in these stone kind of fastenings next to the lever.
Okay, Alvis, Raffa, work together this time.
I ignore you and I just say to the camera, interesting. It seems we have found an interesting room here. There's a lever and what was the other thing on the table?
It looks like a horn. It looks like kind of like a horn, like a scone. Like it's kind of
Okay.
like a it's basically a cone that like kind of twists, sort of.
And this weird horn thing here, but more importantly, there is more of this footprint writing. The good thing is I'm an expert in this, so let me just decipher this real quick. Shouldn't be
Before
that
he
hard.
goes, Lucius is going to grab onto him.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, don't interrupt a genius at work.
Yeah. Yeah. What are
Listen,
you doing?
I don't care about you. I don't care about your grudge with Raffa. I don't care about who gets the credit for this. I don't care about any of this. We are in a mystery dungeon. Mystery
I wave to
dungeons.
Marcel. I wave to Marcel to just put the camera away for a moment.
We are in a mystery dungeon. Mystery dungeons are dangerous. Yes, you and Rafa have been successful so far, but you would be more successful if the both of you work together on deciphering.
I don't see any point in this.
Throw your pride, leave your pride behind, or you can get yourself killed.
May I mention you joined our expedition?
Yes, exactly.
I'm speaking common sense here. If you want to ignore me, fine, ignore me.
Okay, good. We can ignore him.
But
Raffa
if you get hurt, then it's on your head.
How is he gonna get hurt reading something?
Right. Raffa can try when like I should fail, which of course will not happen. But this is just footprints. This is easy. Yeah, and then I wave to Marcel to put the camera back on, and then I try to decipher it.
Alvis is now trying to translate the ancient footprint writing. He has been successful every time thus far, and I think he's got it. He looks satisfied.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I nod my head.
Yeah. So this is only one word. Raffa, you do not get it. It says twin, Elvis. It just says twin.
Twin. It says twin. Interesting. And then I look at the table and wonder. Yeah, I basically.
Oh, I could
think
like
about what...
draw out the horn sort of for you. It's gonna look crappy, but it's kind of like. And there's the little blower right here. Kind of like that. Kind of like that, and it has these like fastenings on it. These stone fastenings, and then there's like this lever next to it. Yes, yeah.
So the stone is basically holding it? So
Yeah, they're like kind of locking it in there.
Yeah, so what do junior explorers think about this?
You're the expert.
Junior plus.
Yes.
Well, you're the expert, and you read it, so you're clearly that much more experienced. So go ahead, Mr. Expert. What do you think?
Well, it wouldn't be no fun if I just solve all the mysteries, would it?
Yeah, we're not in for material gain.
Yeah.
Well, good. Neither am I. So go ahead and tell us what the puzzle is, Mr. Expert. After all, you've ignored my advice so far. Why would you want to listen to it now?
Well, I already solved the last mystery.
Raffa's a bad influence on Lucian.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I need to think about it for a moment.
Yeah.
This is clearly a little bit harder than the last rooms, and I need some time to think about it. So please try to be quiet. And then he just like goes into this thinking pose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Oh, God, I shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, he tried. Okay, so first off, he will just like grab the horn.
He grabs the horn, and nothing happens. It's secured in there. You try to pull it out, maybe it doesn't. You need to get rid of the fastenings.
Ah, I see. Okay, so it seems like we cannot just pull this horn out. We need to, we need to get rid of these stones.
What about the lever?
Yeah, I mean we could pull the lever, but we don't really know what's happening yet, so I wouldn't just pull it. But what I noticed is there are two stones, fastening this horn. So maybe this is what this twin could be about. Oh, you're really like out of character. You're really trying letting me solve this alone. Oh no. Uh,
Oh yeah, Lucius is done.
Yeah.
Okay, great. This is great. Yeah, I'm really good at solving puzzles. Like so, this is. Um,
It looks like a fantastic horn too. You think maybe it's magical.
Okay, since nobody is saying anything and I don't really have any idea, I will just pull the lever.
All right, so the stone fastenings just come undone, and the horn's sitting there now.
Ah, this was easy, and then I grabbed the horn.
When you pick up the horn, it just crumbles to dust in your hand. It's just.
It looked more sturdy than it actually was. But that's the horn gone.
Yeah, no loss. Just a horn.
I think we should continue.
All right, so unless there's any input by you guys, it goes. The pathway goes. It goes to the right and then goes down to an archway.
Check for more traps at the end of the arch.
Are you gonna go towards the arch, or are you gonna look somewhere in between there?
At the arch.
Okay, so what kind of distracts you is there's this kind of large room. Let me draw it out. Yes.
Oh man, I sense the mini boss.
So, and there is a door there. So before you could kind of like look for traps, Raffa, you're in the front. You see a meow stick, kind of right here.
Oh no.
Kind of like this right here.
And she's never seen Claire before.
No, actually, this meow stick is not that one. It's familiar. It's the one you fought in the jungle.
Oh, wonderful. Is it Erebus or Nyx?
Nyx. Well, you assume Nyx is the female, but yeah, it's her.
Yeah.
And you see, when you kind of get a better look in the room, you could see the other meow stick, the male one, in here also.
Do I see this too?
Assuming you get behind Raffa, yeah, you see these two Pokemon here that should not be here.
Okay, so I'm just like peeking over Raffa's shoulder,
Yeah.
body, I guess. Yeah, and then I turn back to the camera and say, "Oh, it looks like we are actually not alone on this island."
How'd they get in here?
That's a good question. Maybe we should ask them.
No,
Don't.
back away now.
Hello, how did you get here?
Back away.
They turn around. We're forming an expedition on this island, and we are wondering how you might have gotten here, because we have been deserted for 10 days, and we did not see you any of those 10 days. Do you have anything to respond with? And the female meow stick says, "Look who it is, brother."
Yes, look who it is.
Oh, they know me. I mean, of course they do. Yes, we are here on this mission. I'm you already said you know me. I'm Elvis. I'm an explorer. And what brings you here to this island, to this mystery dungeon?
They kind of just like look at you and Marcel and just look back to the group. Have you found any information yet?
Nothing concrete that we could tell you. We're following some leads, but we don't have anything concrete.
Wait, what are you talking about? You know these guys?
In a sense, yes. Yeah, the
Okay.
last thing we found out was basically everything we told Ataxia, and
Wait a minute.
right.
Ataxia? When did you meet Ataxia?
When didn't Ataxia tell you anything?
As expected. defiant. I don't think she's committed.
I mean, your group hardly seems committed to one another.
Never mind ataxia. Can you tell us where we are?
Pitch perfectly. No, we're in a forested island in some sort of temple within there, and that's basically all we've figured out.
Usually we can tell where we are, but for some reason something's blocking it.
That's all we know is we're on this strange island with this large forest, and we found a temple, and that's where we currently are.
I should let you know. We did have your friend, but Discord let him go. But you don't have to worry about the girl. She's in our possession, and we haven't done anything to her.
Thank you. We'll be sure to let you know if we. I still have Discord. I still have the horn Discord gave me to contact you, so we'll be sure to tell you when we find something concrete to tell you.
He gave you a bell.
Bell, sorry. Yes.
Well, in any case, you better watch your step. There are a lot of booby traps around here.
I assume you're not going to tell us too much about what we can expect. Might help our investigation go a bit swifter.
They kind of look like they're talking to each other in their heads right now. They're telepathically talking, and they're just completely snubbing you, Alvis. They're not even acknowledging you. But they say to you, well, just watch your step. Anyway, we'll be off. I doubt you want a repeat of what happened last time.
Trust me, we don't. We're well aware. We're well aware of what happened last time.
It would only waste both of our time.
Correct. And they're kind of going off now.
Lucius is just going to wait for them to head off.
Wait, they didn't even use their magnet card?
No, they're just kind of going off. There's actually a few exits in this area. There's one to the left there I showed you. There's one right here. There's one right here. And one right here. And they're going to this one. Well, that was very rude, sir.
Yeah, once they leave the room, I'm basically stepping over Raffa, entering the room, and just standing in front of the party, and I'm just saying, "Okay, what the heck was that?"
Spits at the ground and just.
They start coming back.
I turn around.
Yeah, they're floating back to they're kind of floating back to this area. You guys are here, and they're floating back here.
Was there some?
We didn't see it. I think. At least I didn't.
There's one more thing. Entropy says you're looking into some incidents. Is this true?
Yeah, we're doing some research.
A particular incident. 16 years ago? Do you think we're stupid?
No. You're right. I did decide to, out of curiosity, look into the Craigstone Blaze.
You might not want to do that.
Do you two know who I am?
No. You're prying into our past. We don't care about you.
It's your shared past. You weren't the only one affected by the Cragstone blaze.
It's not. It's not. It was initially that, but it's not about that anymore. I learned something about myself, and that's what I'm more focused on now.
And what is that?
I doubt you to remember, but I was one around the time of the Craigstone Blaze.
Like we said, we don't know who you are. But what did you learn?
That I died.
What?
Should I keep recording this, sir?
Of course.
Yes, okay. What do you mean you died?
Lucius, son of Aaron and Mira. Yeah, sorry. Slip. Lucius, son of Aaron and Mira, died 16 years ago in the Craigstone Blaze.
Well, I don't know what to say about that, says the male one. But why were you interested in us?
Honestly, because you were the only ones of the Chaos Guild we knew at the time. So, curiosity. Well, okay, I should be fair. I wanted to know because I wanted to know what sort of people would join the Chaos Guild because I've always wondered why, considering my past and considering what I know even more, why I've always wondered whether, if things were different for me, whether I'd end up in the Chaos Guild or not.
Should we tell him, brother? Yes, sister. You think we joined the Chaos Guild because our parents died? Am I?
It was certainly a thought I had. I can't say it was for sure, but it was certainly a thought I had.
Well, you're not wrong. It is because of what happened to our parents 16 years ago, but not for the reasons you think. Originally, the fire was so small a toddler could have put it out. But no. These rescue teams let it grow and grow until they were satisfied with the coin their work would yield.
And by that point in time, it was too late.
Exactly. Rescue teams don't care about the welfare of Pokémon. They only care about prosperity and wealth. Our parents were such fools, who only acted in Cragstone to fill their pockets. They certainly didn't care about the fire while it was spreading and meager coin was being offered to put it out. But we do owe them for opening our eyes, figuratively speaking. We began to realize the cruelty and hypocrisy of rescue teams. They treat Pokémon as a means to an end, scavenging helpless to fill their purse. They may as well just mug those Pokémon. It's no better, really. Some are seen as altruistic heroes, but won't give missions a second glance unless there's not enough zeros attached to the reward, or stars attached to the rank. And that's why we set out to remove need of such establishments who enable this behavior, so we can save the world from their tyranny. That's why we joined the Chaos Guild.
And you believe they'll help you reach those ends?
Certainly.
Okay.
So no more prying into our past, please. All you had to do was ask.
Well, I know now. I don't intend to do it, but I still want to investigate it myself because I want to know about my own past.
Well,
Don't worry.
Like I said, just stay out of ours.
Okay. I now know all I really need to.
That's all you need to know. Now, where were we, brother? Over here. And they just start floating over to the corner again. And I think that's where we'll leave off. Yeah,
man.
extra long just so we could
Run
knock
into
out.
our-
We have Paracupa for like his time zone is awful, so I wanted to like kind of knock out when he's a part of these sessions, is get him along as far as I can.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us, Paracupa. I definitely loved it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was great.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. You ruined a horn.
You have filled in the gap of banter that Rodney left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll never find out what this horn was for.
Yeah. Just dust on the floor now. Anyway, we'll leave off that session. Definitely ended off on a not as a somber note as last time. But that's all we have today. There's something weird happening in the first weeks of July. We have to still figure that out. There may be a session next week. There might not be. Or there might be a session in 3 weeks.
Well, I mean, next week is C team, so
Yeah, it's mainly because Raffa is going on vacation on the 7th, and that's when we're due next for a session. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Are we gonna go 3 weeks without a session, or are we just gonna do it tomorrow? I don't know. That's what I mean. I mean, not tomorrow. Next week. We'll see what we agree on. So yeah. See you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.